Okay, so we have a 2001 Honda Civic. We're just going to do a quick walkthrough of the MS906TS of the active test and special functions that it has on this vehicle. So I've already put the VIN in. We're just going to manually select the computers that we're going to check. And a lot of those, this car's not going to have, but we're going to check the ones that it does have, the modules. Okay, so here we are in the ECU page. Of course, we got the regular, all your typical stuff, ECU information, live data, readiness codes, freeze frame data codes, erase codes. Down here we've got active test. And we're not going to go through each active test, but, I'll go through, we'll just kind of take a look and see what it's calling out here that this scanner is capable of doing. So of course you've got idle adjust, evap test, VTC test, VTEC test, EGR, and so on. O2 sensor test, radiator fan, AC clutch. Second page, fuel pump off. On the other page you had fuel pump on. Injectors. So that's that was the active test. So we'll see what kind of special functions we have. Okay, so this scanner is able to, if you had to replace the ECU or the PCM, you'd be able to do that. You're able to check the VIN to make sure that the ECM that's in it does have the proper VIN attached to it that the vehicle is. Throttle position check, ECM reset, so let's see, we'll back out of that. Okay, so this is the transmission. See what kind of active test we've got. It looks like you got quite a few. You got 2 pages worth of active tests that you can do on these cars. Of course, all your shift solenoids, your clutch pressure control solenoid, of course, indicator test, your ATFP motor test. Not sure what that is. Yeah, not 100% sure, but you can do the motor test if you need to. So that was the active test. We'll see what kind of special functions we got. Okay, you can do a PCM or TCM reset. Of course, got your ECU information, live data, all your typical stuff that you would expect. Let's see, what's ABS going to show us? Okay, it says unable to communicate with the control unit. So much for that one. Go back a page. This is the airbag module. Okay, so it looks like we've got, of course, live data, erase, read. We've got miscellaneous test. Let's see what that is. Not supported. So there's no special functions or active tests on this vehicle. See if there's anything under gauges. Okay, can't communicate, so must not have a gauge module. Brake system, you'd think ABS would be what we wanted, but apparently not. So we got hydraulic booster, electric parking brake. This does not have an electric parking brake. It does have a hydraulic booster. I have no idea what could be under hydraulic booster. Okay, that's what I figured. Tpms. I don't think this car's got Tpms. (2001s) I don't think had TP. I think, what was that? 2006 is when that was mandated. Let's see what else we might have before I waste any more time. Immobilizer. So there's 3 keys that look like programmed to this car so far. Special function. Okay, so yeah, you can add and delete keys. You can replace a Immobilizer receiver / control unit, replace the ECM or PCM. It looks like you can do about anything you need to do. Yeah, as far as the Immobilizer and adding keys. If you had a key cut, you can program the key for this car. Okay, where was we at here? Okay, Immobilizer, electric powertrain. Nope. I don't see anything else on this page that would apply to this particular car. I don't see anything on this page that would. So instead of just clicking on each one of these, I'm going to go ahead and do body electrical. And then we're going to go to an auto scan, and we'll see what the auto scan picks up. That might be a faster way of, instead of clicking on 3 pages worth of modules that possibly could be on the car, and I think 80% of these modules they're calling out are not applicable to this car. So let me get completely out of this. We'll do auto scan and all system. And what this is going to do is it's going to scan all the modules in the car, check for any faults, and this will tell us, this should list all the modules that's actually on this car. And I'm going to go ahead and let this run just so you can see how fast it is on a Honda of this vintage, which again is 2001. Now, if I remember right, the ABS, whenever I clicked on it, it did not, it took a while, and it finally came up and said couldn't communicate, which generally means there's not an ABS module. We'll see if it sees it. Now, this is one gripe that I've had with the Autel, is the amount of time it takes for it to determine whether or not there's a module that it can communicate with is a little frustrating. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off until my compressor shuts off. Okay, compressor just shut off. Did not find an ABS module, but it did find an airbag module. Should find an Immobilizer module. Okay, I think you've had a good idea of how long it takes sometimes to scan some cars. Hondas are one that it takes a while. We're at 81%, as indicated up here, the upper right. And it's trying to find any module that could possibly be on this car. It would be nice if Autel programmed into this that for a 2001 Honda, what modules it definitely can't have, so why even scan for them? But they've got in here every module that could possibly be on any Honda, and it starts scanning, hoping to find it. And however long it takes for it to do that scan, trying to communicate, is how long you've got to wait. Okay, this should be the last one. It shows 100% up here, but it's still saying that it's scanning this last module. So it looks like we covered all the modules that this car has. It's only got 4, at least that the scanner can communicate with. That's it for this walkthrough. You guys take care.